Okay, well,
let's see how long we can go.
All right, let's go. It's me, isn't it? I forget every time.
Who starts these things?
I don't know who starts this thing. So I got carded at the liquor store the other day, and I went to get my driver's license. My Blockbuster card fell out. The guy said, "Never mind."
What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the A F.o.O.L Podcast. We are going to try to get through this one. I am having technical difficulties, apparently, and I'm going to have to get somebody to come over here and reboot my system, I guess. So I'm Mardigrasman23, and this is Joey's channel. We are on the A F.o.O.L Podcast.
Nice shirt.
That's Joey.
So Earl's going to reboot all of his equipment now.
I'm going to reboot. Don't give Joey a compliment or you'll get kicked out. So this is so let everybody know we had some technical difficulties on the last one, but we're all having them again this week. And
yeah.
I rebooted my modem.
I as standard practice, I didn't reboot my cable modem, but as standard practice, I usually reboot all my stuff before we come in here. But just to see. And then I felt so bad for Stacy last time.
Yeah, because she's a good sport.
Yeah, and
we should have her on again.
We're going to. She's actually. What is this one? Did he get through what episode this is? This is 78, right?
79.
79. I don't even know my own episodes. Yeah, and then she's gonna come back after she goes to where's she coming back on 70 or 80?
Yeah,
come back on 80. Yeah, the next episode. She's gonna come back. Hopefully, we have all our technical difficulties worked out.
Oh man!
But we'll see how we do on my phone.
Okay. Well, let's do your fault. All we talked about is our problems and how crazy my channel is analytically. Hey, and I can tell you right now, nobody's listening after 30 seconds, right?
We get a lot of
115% is what it said.
Yeah. So we got to cram everything in that first 30 seconds.
Oh, you know what?
You should
just make a 30-second, but yeah.
One day you'll just have to do a compilation. We get to episode 100, do a compilation of 100 intros.
There you go. That'll be interesting. All right, so Earl, you have the vault set.
I have the vault set. So I got this for $12.
Dang, that's good.
Oh, wait.
And it's a nice box, except for this side they
didn't do a good job of opening it.
No, but look.
Sealed bag.
Oh,
nice.
It's got the little breathe holes in the bags.
Yeah. So that's why I got it. It also has a sail in there. So it's for some reason somebody opened it, but never opened the bag.
I've ran across that a couple times, and you'll see that on eBay. It's like it's a sealed set, box open. Come on. So
this is my first Paradisa set.
Oh, it's a cool little set. Seaside Cabana, yeah.
It has the original.
The original
Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it does.
My favorite pink.
So, yeah, it was 1992, 45 pieces. What's it say on the box? How many pieces, or does it?
It actually doesn't. It doesn't say on the box.
It might not. Two figures. 42. Brick set says 45. Imagine that. Retailed for $6.75. So you didn't do bad, $12.
No, I mean, what's the part out value new?
Part out value new. 6401 market.
making you do all the work today.
That's all right.
I don't have my second monitor.
I'm almost thinking that this may have been in a case and cut with a razor blade in the case, because here's the open punch open.
And maybe they couldn't sell it because of that, and
right.
somebody got it at salvage or something.
$119 part out.
Woo!
Wow.
Did I point it out, Jabo?
Yeah, I would.
119. It's got to be because of the colors, right? And that's new, though. That's new.
Yeah, that's new. And there's probably a couple of pieces in there that are like overpriced.
Wonder if this parrot is rare.
I hope it is, because there's about 10 of those on my layout. I just use those silly parrots all over the place. I was looking to see what the parts are. There's only 36 parts. What is rare in here? Is it the pink?
45 parts, 42 parts, 36 parts. How many parts are in this set?
Brick says 36 plus the minifigures. So
okay.
The mini, you know how that is. 36 parts and 2 minifigures. Let me look up the minifigures. That's going to be the easiest. It had an alternate minifig. So the girl is worth $2.
Woo!
Yeah. So what is the guy worth? The guy is worth $2. What is in that part that makes it worth?
Well, I'm gonna part it out. Let me part it out and find out. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm adding it to my store. Current sales average. Submit for edit. The sticker sheet. Is the sticker sheet in there, Earl? Did it?
Let's see.
Sticker sheet?
It might be in the instruction manual.
There's not a sticker sheet.
Wait, what set is it?
64.
I did the wrong one.
Shoot.
What set number was this?
6401.
Oh, I did 6402. That's what. Oh, no, there's no sticker sheet, Earl. I am sorry. All right,
because it's not in here.
The pink fences are $3. The pink cups $3.
Okay.
The chair. That's $11 for a pink chair. You got to be kidding. $19 for the sale.
Oh, look at the girl. Look at the minifigs new. I looked at them used. I bet they're worth more new.
$49 for the girl.
New?
Yeah. Oh wait, it depends on which version you get.
Okay.
Closed mouth or open mouth. Can you tell by the head? Does the girl have the closed mouth or the open mouth?
She has an open mouth.
Oh, that one's not worth as much. It's only that one's $19.
Still, that's all his money back.
The heads are on the fig, on the torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they used to do that. Yeah. That's crazy. I love it.
Wow. Well, a $12 pickup, and you can sell one piece.
Yeah.
And get all your money, but you just sell that cell.
Yeah. I wonder when the last time it sold was. That's what's crazy is a set like this, like you said. This is a perfect example of what we talk about sometimes about should you part it out or sell it. How much is that set, Joey?
If somebody wants to buy one,
actually, the highest the sale has ever sold for is $3.68 in the last 6 months. It's just somebody's got it listed for $50. That's why the price is high.
Okay, all right.
Let's find something that really sold. Hold on a minute. The chair.
Well, you got a ton of those chairs, don't you?
Oh yeah, I didn't pay. Yeah, the average sale price. So I'm doing this wrong. The actual sale price is like $4. So what I did apparently is current value. Let me change my thing here. I'm going to go to. I hope I don't actually add this to my store. Oh, I need to do last 6. So I don't use Bricklink that often.
I don't use Bricklink that much. I just have a store. It looks like the average price for the set was like $17, I think is what I'm seeing. Use, sell. But see, then they got then the average for new would be about $53.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's February. Current.
It's still,
70. It's still a good set. And even, if you put all the parts in your store, they're not going to sell today, obviously, but, they might. You get your money back either way, I think. I think you get your money back either way.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, some people just have some ridiculously high prices for new pieces. Used is like.
Yeah.
But definitely you got a good deal.
Yeah. Well, and then speaking of oddball pieces or whatever, I just put those cards in my store from the Spider-Man set. Did we talk about that in the last one, or did I just talk about that on my podcast?
No.
We did not talk about it. This happened after we recorded the last video. So let's talk about it.
So, yeah, I don't have one in front of me.
I need to buy one so I can show.
Earl's went in the mail today. Let me see if I can pull it up on.
So
Bricklink.
Did you buy those? Did you buy them off an eBay lot, or did you buy them off of a Bricklink?
No. I got them off of Bricklink several years ago, and this guy had, I think, 10 of them. But at the time, it was not really well known that other set was existed, or that the existence of it was even questioned or whatever. Here, I got a picture of it coming. So that's the card. Somewhere I talked about it because
that's the front and the back of the card. Because I was confused when I first saw it.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's half that size, but because that's front and back, yes. But somebody contacted me and said, "Hey, I saw this. I must have talked about it in a haul or something. I don't know." At any rate, they said in your video you said you had a few extra, which is in the original Spider-Man video that I did of the show and tell of the rest of the set,
which is not 1075. It's 1375.
Yes, this is just the part 10. Yeah,
that's the set it actually came in.
Right. And that's the reason that the card exists, because it came in set 10075 for the top half of that, the building.
Well, if the other set didn't exist, how do we know it was in it?
We don't, right? This is really the only proof that we have, other than the picture. And then there was the 1.5 seconds that the box was on a video beyond the brick.
Oh, okay. So
vault video.
Okay.
And you have to pause the video to see it, but it looks like that's the box that was there.
Wow.
But that makes me then question what the vault really has in it, because it had that.
Somebody needs to do a thorough inventory of the actual vault.
It's been so long since I watched your video. Do we know why this set wasn't released?
We do not. I have to assume it was because of Bonesaw. They did not get the rights to use his image.
Bonesaw was not ready.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, can you really say a Lego figure likeness is an actual person?
Well, and that's the crazy part about it, because the face they used in the video or in the pictures the picture that's available is a head that exists in other sets. It was just black legs, I believe. It was only the torso print that was exclusive. So everything else is available now. Yeah, the set that I did the video on was just, I had no instructions. I don't have a part list. I don't, whatever. It's just that based on that one picture, I made the one scene. So.
Do you think the Spider-Man was made for that set, and then when they couldn't release that set, they put him in the other set that he's in, or do you think they both made and this one not released?
I don't know. That's a good question. If it was nowadays, I would say they had more than one set in mind when they made that torso, but back then they were making one piece for a set and just didn't really seem to care. That's why they were in trouble like they were. So yeah, I don't know. It would be what is the pig thunderstorm?
Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting here. This is what I was about to ask this question. Pig lightning. What's this pig lightning?
Pig lightning. Is that a reference from the movie?
I was going to ask, did you talk about that in your wrestling video? Because I know it's been a while.
I've been afraid to say what it is. I don't know what it is. Look, Johnny Thunder's in the middle of it, right there at the bottom, right beside the Lego
I wonder
guy.
if it's just
it's
it's a stand, so it's just filling the background.
It is, yes. It is. It just
That's all, yeah.
They made there's a little stand you could
But I wonder if somebody had I wonder if whoever put that graphic together to fill the background for the audience has Easter eggs in there. Maybe the pig is an Easter egg to something that has nothing to do with Spider-Man, but something to do with another set
the guy holding it. Who is that?
The guy to the right of it or to the left of it?
No, it's the guy. He's holding.
The guy. I see him. Yeah, he's holding it over his head. Yeah, I don't know. But look at the guy behind the Lego guy and on the left, the second guy up from the bottom. Is that not possibly a Stan Lee?
Oh.
You know how they always were putting Stan Lee and everything.
Yeah.
And then I want to know who the guy in the green with the green cap. I mean, he looks like he should be just because he stands out. We could pick this to death. And there's the studio's logo on the right and Johnny Thunder. So it's an interesting card.
So they got Johnny Thunder and Pig Lightning.
Pig Lightning. Pig Lightning. What is this?
Or is it Pig Storm? Swine Storm?
Tell us in the comments. What is that? I never did figure. Okay, maybe somebody else could figure this out. I never could figure out the pictograph that was in the Big Bang Theory chalkboard. Did anybody ever figure that one out? There's a pictogram on it that it's supposed to mean something too, and then all the Big Bang people were like, "Oh, that's what it means."
I know,
and I never did.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I never did figure it out.
Well,
I guess I should just look it up on the internet.
So the good news is my iPad is connected to my Wi-Fi, so my internet's back working.
Your picture seems to be doing good. I mean, this is the most stable you've been in a month.
Don't breathe on anything.
I don't want to hook my phone up to the Wi-Fi because then it might kick me off.
Yes.
But
as long as your phone doesn't overheat.
No, it's not on the charger right now, but I'm going to have to go get my charger because we'll see how long we can go.
We'll see how long we go. Okay, so I got another thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
The Modulex. I know you haven't seen this. We talked about it because did we talk about it that I bought?
You shared eBay listing. Oh,
yeah.
You got it already.
Okay.
You're holding it wrong. It says open that side up.
Yes. Trust me. Opening it this side up will cause a mess.
And I would probably still do it.
I've done it. I did it. Looking at this side, I had it on the table and I pulled it out as I was reading it. Wait, don't open this side, and I pulled it out.
Earl, one of us needs to get I'm with stupid shirt.
Yeah, but none of you would be able to get it to point in the right direction. Which corner am I in? Top left. But, yeah. Oh crap.
The tray it's actually a little bigger than I thought.
Right. So, does anybody on the panel know anything about Modulex? Because I don't know as much as I thought I did.
So, Modulex had like two basic eras. Lego did it. Mm-hmm. It was Lego company, and it was for architectural purposes.
Yes.
And then at a certain point, they just became Modulex. So that's why you'll find some with the Lego on the studs and some with the M. Yes.
So this Modulex box. So funny thing, Lego just spun them off into the company, and the Christian family still owned them.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the ones after they spun off. Okay, and these have the M on the parts. Mm-hmm. And this, being Samsonite, all of these have Lego on them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because when I got this and I started looking at it, I was like, oh, and I'm still editing the video because I had to insert so many close-up shots that it just takes me a lot longer to edit it. But I started to kind of panic, like, is this really Lego anymore? Is this after when they were sold off? And then, but this piece of paper was in.
Oh, you didn't even know that was in there, did you?
I did not know this was in there.
Oh, wow. That's great.
This is probably
worth more than anything. Mm-hmm.
It's probably more rare than any of the other.
Oh, it's
because that stuff gets thrown away.
There's another one on eBay for sale. I don't know if it has.
It's got to be the same seller, right?
It is. It's the same seller because he sent me a thing. Hey, you want to buy this? No.
I don't see John looking down yet.
No,
he listed it for more than what Joey paid.
Yeah, he did.
And then he sent me an offer for this halfway in between what he's got it and what Joey paid, and I was just like, ah.
So watch this. This is the crazy part.
Those are famous last words. Just warning you.
This is Modulex. Yeah.
Watch this.
This is the current. Hold my beer. This is the current company, Modulex. Oh wait, I can't.
And they send it to restrooms.
All they do is make signs now.
Oh, okay.
But look, they allow us to introduce ourselves. They still, I think it might still be a
visual communication solutions business.
It is, yeah. So yeah, they make signs and online stuff, but I didn't realize they were still in business, and they may still be a Lego company, not a TLG company, but owned by the family.
Yeah,
the family owns them.
So I think you can still. I haven't checked in a while, but I think the Modulex with the M, those can still be listed on Bricklink. I think.
Oh,
no,
I didn't even try to.
I know I mean, I do see. It's one of the things I look at from time to time in stores.
Yeah, it's not anything that I had. I thought I had a bunch. In fact, in the video that I'm editing, I said at the beginning, I got a bunch of these because I thought I had bought some. Well, when I went to go look after I opened it, you guys tell my face is like, I've made a mistake here or something. But I ended up only having that one black box I just showed. I have a lot of architecture sets, which Lego went to later with those clear boxes, the whatever they are, 8x11 clear box.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I've got a bunch of those. I don't have a bunch of the Modulex. I just have a little bit of it. But I thought it was
so you were actually worried when you bought this thing?
After I bought it, I thought there's going to be zero tie to Lego, and I was like,
"Oh no!
How did Samsonite get tied into this?" No, I
so
knew
when you share, what'd you say?
I knew the tie to Lego was originally, but I thought this might have been after it. And then I got to thinking, did Samsonite buy a Modulex? So I still don't know how Samsonite got tied into this. It had to be through Lego, right?
Yeah, and I would think this would have been then from the 60s, which you got.
65 would have been when it went from Lego to the M. So when Modulex was spun off into its own company. So that means that this set.
You're just flopping that paper around like this.
I need to put it in his sleeve.
He's got his $100 Spider-Man swinging around the rooftop for Dakota to play with.
Is there more than one of those? Did they do him again? Sorry. Is it just that one? Because I have like 2 or 3 of those Spider-Men.
Yes, it's just that one. That's they call it, what is it? Baklava or something like that.
Yeah.
It's $100 fig.
No, I looked it up after you said something. I was like, no, can't be. And I was like, oh, well, I know where there's at least 2 of them hanging around. When I collected all those studio sets. So, but I collected those studio sets a while back. So
that's why whenever you were doing that, I went and bought that set and I paid like $30. I got it for under $40, and it was, that was that right before COVID?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was right before COVID, and then So I feel like I got to steal.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to see.
It is before whatnot.
Yeah, definitely before whatnot. Yeah.
So did you have something else you wanted to say about the Modulex?
I was just saying, I thought it was a great deal when you showed us what you were buying.
Right.
I was like, that's pretty good because I from time to time look at the Modulex. I collected all the 2x4 brick colors of it with Lego logo on it, and then that's where my collecting ended. But they have interesting pieces.
Yeah, and I didn't have any.
Yeah, I got the 1x's that are different lengths than what they make in standard bricks. They got the interesting colors. None of the colors really exactly match.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I called them muted, I think, in the video I'm working on. They're different.
And one of the neatest things I've seen people do with Modulex is build micro builds of the modulars.
Oh yeah.
And that the scale's different, or the
and it's not like a 1-for-1 like using the Modulex brick, but it's a scaled down build with Modulex bricks to look like the cafe corner, the greengrocer, things like that.
I went back to my reference, which is the
they built a scaled down
right, but it doesn't look right because they built it 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So the face is all squished.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's not compatible with Lego bricks.
Not at all. Not even close. I would open one up and pull it out, but then I'll dump them all over the desk. So that would be a bad day because there's too much other stuff sitting on the desk. And I got one more thing. Wait, go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
You're gonna have to look at the notes. I usually do, but I can't because I'm on my phone. So
it's fine.
You're gonna have to look ahead on the notes. So because I put a few things in there, but
yeah. You did, yeah.
But go ahead. So you said you had one more thing.
Well, I got one more thing so one of the things that it was what was that website that you could pledge money to an idea?
Oh, the Kickstarter.
Kickstarter, that's exactly it. Kickstarter. Well, this guy had a Kickstarter campaign for wireless lights that you could stick in like a 1x1 brick, right? So like a 1x1 round like that. This is not a clear one. This is reddish brown. And I pledged whatever, like the middle one. So it was probably a couple $100.
Oh wow!
And it never. He made some sets and stuff, but it obviously got beyond him, and he couldn't do it. So I lost my money. But there is on Amazon, and I'm doing a video on this too. There's another company that's making the same thing. They make this little bitty.
It's a wireless
lighting system. So
that uses wires.
Well, I was going to put my face. I never do this. At any rate, there's the little wireless light. I'll explain here in a second. And there's one stuck inside a lamp.
Okay.
Right?
So you don't have to put a wire in the lamp.
Right. That part's wireless. This is the little coil. Oops, as that rolls
of
up.
wires.
Of wires. But look, they're not attached, Jabo. But you put this under your model and it lights these up.
This is how traffic lights work.
Well, when you drive, induction. So when you drive over the top of them, but the problem is it only goes up about 2 inches.
Oh, it only works. So work on that.
Yeah, when this gets about 2 inches above,
you need a bigger ring.
So the upper level is in the dark.
Yes. Yes. I'm doing a whole video, and I think it'll come out before this comes out. It better come out because I'm just about done with it. But it's pretty sad.
So this is why, I've tried out the lighting kits. I've disassembled everything that I built that has a lighting kit, and I think even Jacob, he lit some things like some Tron stuff and made a Superman mock that he lit, but he doesn't have any interest in it now. And the only thing that I do like with lights is the glow zone, because I don't have to put any wires in anything. I just have to get a lot of black light. It's just, and I know Jason over there, Jason's Bricks and oh wait, did I mention him? He loves the lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
and it does look good when things are lit well, but it's one thing. This one part of the hobby I don't have an interest in anymore.
I bought several kits when there was really only one guy doing the lights. Now there's several people doing the lights, including a YouTuber that's selling his own system now. So there must be a way of getting these things from China, and because I know the original guy that was doing them was hand building, because he showed pictures all the time of hand building, and the rest of these that I'm starting to see, they all look like they're fairly closely compatible. That looks like the same connectors and stuff. So somebody must be selling them out of China or something. I don't know, but they're expensive and they're hard and they're fidgety to get the lights placed.
Yeah.
And then even they say it doesn't, but I've had it. I did all my Western had lights in it, and even if you place that wire through a connection either between the bricks or below, it still causes a space, and there's a problem there. So
yeah,
wireless is always the thing I wanted.
Yeah, and it'd be nice if you could do it.
Yeah,
but it's electromagnetism. so
I don't know. So Jabba or Earl wants to know, when did we become collectors, and how much do we not build?
Yeah, Lego a few days ago, from the time we're recording this, I follow them on X, or is it Threads, or is it I don't know what it is anymore. Twitter. So they'll post like about having, like, some people view that like having a collection of unopened sets as bad.
Yes,
that's bad collecting. But they did a thing, and like, that's not bad to have a bunch of unopened sets. I forget how it was worded.
I don't think it's bad. It's just that it seems like that's what we do a lot of here over the last year and a half, 2 years. I just filmed I got a haul that I haven't uploaded yet. Spoiler alert! Spoiler! It might make it before this, but I got the 3 Indiana Jones sets.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll ever build them ever.
I wanted to build them. I just don't have anywhere to put them.
That's the problem. I want to build them, but what am I'm to the point where a lot of stuff I want to build, but if I'm going to build it and a couple days later take it apart, what's the point of building it? And open it up. Okay, I got to go get my charger, guys. I'm at 20%.
Okay.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. There goes Ethan Hunt. Okay. I see your arm. It's like
you moved too fast and blurred your picture. Yeah.
So I forgot what I was going to say. What were we talking about?
Well, collecting now. So I guess really, yeah. Go ahead.
So, yeah. Now I forgot again.
I guess really, do we consider stuff that's going to the Lego or to your Bricklink store, or that you're investing in as for a set later, is any of that considered collecting, or do we consider that something else? Because I kind of consider that something else. That's investment.
Yeah, it's investment. It's like I've even recently got to where I don't even do the haul videos of that stuff anymore.
Right.
Unless it's related to something, or the box comes smashed, or it's like I've bought a lot of stuff that I've never even shown.
Right. I don't show all the stuff that comes into the house. But
I also buy a lot of things that I don't get around to building. And this is not a new thing for me.
Right.
because
It's almost too good to be true.
When you settle down, your phone will be fine. You just have to,
just don't move too quick.
yeah, just like I tell my grandson, settle down.
Well, I hope
So
it's
as
charging.
far back as I want to say, like in the late '80s, early '90s, when I discovered clearance, I would buy. That's the first time it occurred to me to buy multiples of the same set, and that's without a way of reselling them. That was just to collect them. So I bought a lot of stuff that I built one copy of it, and then had multiple sealed copies.
Mm-hmm.
And that went on all through the '90s, and then I discovered ways to sell it, and I started selling stuff to buy more stuff, and then that snowballed. So then that's how I ended up with sets that are 20, 30 years old that I'm the original owner of that I never opened.
Right. That's interesting, because we've talked about not having our original sets, or well, you may have some. I don't have any of my original sets, but I mean, you've probably got sets now in your collection that are older than some of the kids nowadays that they don't.
Oh, yeah. I got sets that I bought that are older than.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
So, but and it's like I've been criticized before because I don't do mocks, or I do a lot of hauls and don't do a lot of builds. But I guarantee you, I got more built sets than 99% of the people.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably got 1,000 built sets in the basement.
Yeah. I don't have anywhere close to that built. No. That's,
And then like we were going through the thing where we're going to take stuff. We've been taking stuff apart just because my daughter does this thing with the toys with my grandson where she like rotates them.
right.
So she's the opposite of me. She hates clutter, and so she'll give him a bunch of toys or not a bunch of toys, and then she'll rotate them, give them different toys, and put the others away where you don't see them. And I was like, I need to do that with my Lego sets. Just build them for a while, take them apart, put them up.
Well, that's a right. Yeah. And that's a thing that I think happens with people who have big giant layouts. Alex Nunes.
Alex, he rotates it a lot.
Right. Yeah. And I'm kind of to the point now that mine's been the way it has for a while. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? But mine's never done either. So I'm always adding and playing and putting back together from somebody else playing. But I don't know. But I guess get back to the collecting thing. And, I went through this phase of buy one to build and buy one to keep. And I did that for several years. But
so did you build the one that you bought to build?
Or do you have two that you didn't build?
No, I don't have a whole lot of twos left. I have a few twos, but those, again, this also kind of comes along with your economic situation, right? As I got better jobs as I went through the company, I was able to just buy a Lego set to sit back. Whereas, when I first started collecting, which was mostly just the CMFs, which is what really kind of got me into just not collecting, because I still had some sets that I collect, some space stuff, but it was the first theme that I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get them all because they were cheaper, right? And that just snowballed. That turned into a mess, but because I have them all plus lots of other themes that I have all of. But I don't know why. I do. When I was a kid, what was in Jabbo, this what was the thing to have was with an antique toy or anything like that, it was new in the box, new old stock, and that just always, it was ingrained in me as a kid. Oh, you have a Lionel train that's new in the box, or Mark's set. Remember the Mark's wind up play sets, the roller coasters that were new in the box. They were so much worth so much more, and that kind of is where I get that.
Yeah, and so being that I am collect different things besides Lego. Dun, dun, dun. Shocked.
What?
Where's that breaking news soundbite?
So, and I wonder about this too, because I am like, Lego did do Thomas the Tank Engine. So, but I collect Thomas the Tank Engine, but I know that I collect it differently than a lot of people in that community. And I don't interact with that community as much as obviously as I do with the Lego community. Right. I know I'm aware of people in the community that have been around for a long time, but I like my boxes. Like I buy something, most of the things I buy in that, I throw the boxes away. But then I see a guy that starts a channel and he's like collecting all these sealed sets, and I'm like, wow, I just threw all those away.
Well, when it's funny too, because when you open a Lego set, you're real careful with the little punch tabs. But when you open Thomas, you're just like ripping it open like a kid.
It apparently is very offensive to some people when I do it. But Earl's not exaggerating. That's not hyperbole. I literally, how fast can I open it?
Right. Yeah. But the Lego community is the same way. There will be people who are just as mad because you opened the set as there are people that you didn't open the set, right?
I don't think I'll ever be on the side of not opening it. Like if somebody's going to ask me, I got this set, should I open it? Yes. But I do have stuff that is sealed that I don't want to open.
Right.
So
I've opened enough. So
what do you think about Lego now? There's a few big sets. I mean, and the Indiana Jones set, it's bigger. The box is bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it's not really humongous. But it has its own shipping box. Instead of a case with like three in a case, it's like a box of one.
Right.
You know which box I'm talking about, Jabbo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine came like that. It was shipped in that box.
Yeah. And
so I don't know.
On the other hand, the other box I got had the other Indiana Jones sets and the freebies. And you know how when you were putting your sets in your P1 or whatever tote it was, you were turning them all sideways to get them to fit? It's kind of like it's that much over the top, and they just folded the flaps down and tight, so it automatically squished it.
I would have. I've gotten several of those now, but I didn't notice that they didn't fit. That was
no, not the Indiana Jones. The big set came by itself. It was the other
smaller set.
Came in a separate box. They came in a separate box, and that's
it's not even funny how many times my gift with purchases come smashed. It's like I can't even. It's like I think people. Like the one video, it's a members only video. I didn't even make it public because I'm just doing this for views. So you can't say I'm doing it for views, but it's like I'm like, are you serious? It's just like
completely. That was a FedExing thing, wasn't it?
I think. Okay, this time. I think it was like almost all the time, 100% of the time. I think it's. The way they packed it lends itself to getting crushed. This one, I think the box got, I think it was packed because it was those brickheads, and they did have it packed the correct way. In the end of the box got ripped, and it's like somebody stepped on it.
I was gonna say, everything looked consistently crushed from that one.
Could you guys imagine the guy at FedEx dropping it off at your door and got to take a picture of proof of?
So the thing is, somebody
yeah, let me sort of good side out.
Yeah, somebody repaired it because it had multiple layers of tape on it. So FedEx taped it back up.
Yeah, they probably happened at one of their.
This guy gets so many boxes, maybe he won't notice.
Yeah.
My wife was talking about the UPS driver today. He's kind of. We got a Ring doorbell, so I'm not gonna call him out, but he's kind of He don't look like he's ever in a hurry, which is fine. But it's just like, I think he gets tired. So the one I sent y'all are the only two that saw the other one that I didn't do a video on. The Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sent two. I ordered two of the
Black Panthers that came in a refrigerator.
Black Panther, but they put them in one box. I'm like, that's cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes, it was.
It was like a refrigerator box. It was half full.
You could put multiple bodies in that box.
But that was that Walmart or was that?
That was Walmart. It was Walmart.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah. So poor guy.
I was expecting
that up.
I was expecting them to just slap a label on the Black Panther boxes, because there's like you said with the Indiana Jones, they're inside their own box. I thought they were just going to put the label on it and ship it.
Right.
But no, they put both of them in a giant box. I don't know how that box didn't get.
Yeah. So the kind of what I was going for was that Lego takes the time. Okay, we're going to make this set, and the box is designed for that set. It fits it perfect.
A box.
We don't want this set to get damaged, but these other ones just smash them all up.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the instruction manuals. Some of the high dollar sets they do take care to. Yeah. But the city sets, they know the kids are going to destroy them. They don't even want to put the instruction manuals in there. So, yeah.
What I've noticed is if there's more than 2 instruction manuals, it seems like they either get put in a plastic bag with a piece of cardboard, or now I'm seeing it's actually it's a cardboard envelope, but it's it at least protects them and lets them lay flat. Heather just got a couple friend sets that were like that.
So
but there's like
do you ever part out a bunch of sets? I parted out 9 friends diners, and I'm dumping them all, and it's like 5 of them, the instructions are perfect. And then one, it looks like somebody balled it up and put it in a box. And then the next one, the instructions are perfect. It's like, how does that one get that messed up compared to 8 different ones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And occasionally, if they have a sticker sheet, you'll get the one with the sticker got that treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-applied stickers to the inside of the plastic. Yeah.
That car set. I remember I couldn't find a sticker, and it was on the inside of the box.
Oh.
So I was able to get it off to put on the set, but it was like, I looked on this, like multiple stickers had come off. Some were stuck to the instruction manual, some were stuck to bags. And then one was
brand new set, or was it?
Yes.
Was it brand new?
Yes. Yeah. It was a sealed graded set.
Sealed graded set.
Yeah, it was brand new. I bought it at the store. So
that's what
it was. Yeah.
So I have in here, I've lost count with Lego ideas, and I get that's kind of a leading question, but is anybody following it anywhere close anymore? I don't even know where they're at.
I don't even care. I don't care about Lego ideas.
I look at them when they come out, and it's like, man, that's a neat set.
A neat set that'll never be made. And I get sick and tired of the blogs. I got to stop following blogs.
I don't look at the ones that I might.
They post, this could be the next Lego set. Yeah. No, it won't. It's got a 99% chance of not being a Lego set.
Yeah, I'll glance at the ones that go for review, but when they come out, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's a neat set. Like there's a Vikings one coming out. It looks like a pretty neat set. Probably won't buy it, but then there's the insects. I mean, it's
Lego. They did a very good job of breaking me of collecting Lego ideas.
Every one of them.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about collecting. I just get the ones that I like. Is what I do.
Yeah, Lego ideas is a theme to complete 100%. There's just too much that would not interest me.
Yeah, and it's funny how it evolved, where it was a lot of science related space. In fact, that was a criticism from some of the kids in the community, is like, another NASA set, another space set.
Well, but that should be reflective of the community in general, right? As the community changed from, let's face it,
adults to children.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you had a lot of educational type. You had engineers, educators, and stuff that did a lot of Lego, and they had the resources to maybe build these monks. Now I think especially with the digital, because a lot of these things are just digital; they're not in real brick. And there's nothing wrong with in digital, but I think it opens it up for people to create ideas that may not exist.
They wouldn't have had the bricks to build them before.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as it structurally works.
Sure. And they're going to put it through the Lego test or somewhat. I don't think Lego Ideas is bad, but I'm having keeping up.
Yes. Yeah. And I know I sounded really bad a minute ago, but
no,
I just, the hype, I could care less about the 48 sets that got 10,000, but whatever it is.
Right.
I know none of them are going to make it. I just tell me which one's going to be a set. I don't care about all the others.
I'm kind of like, I think I'm like Earl now. I think it's when they come out in a box on a shelf, that's what I'll worry about.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I'd go on there and I would find ones that I liked. And I had the one I wanted to be, and it got like nowhere close to 10,000 votes. Yeah. And then one that I really wanted, and it got to 10,000 votes.
And it's not set.
Yeah, that's not set. So it's like, well, everything I'm voting on since the Back to the Future car is lost. So I just stopped. I stopped picking stuff.
Well, yeah, I run into the same thing. It seems like the sets that I think would really be cool don't make it, and the sets that I didn't think were cool do make it. I'm like,
And in fairness to Lego, it's like they can't do all of them. They shouldn't have to do all of them.
No.
But maybe they should make it where not so many get picked. But I think they love that it keeps more people engaged in it. And I think that's why they kind of like it, that 50 sets get picked to be finalists.
It's definitely community engagement, yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of wonder how much of that stuff, well, we talked about that before, it's going to shift over to some of that's going to shift over to Bricklink, and maybe you get some of those things.
But then it's like, they don't even do that one right.
No.
No. So I wasn't able to get any of the last ones at all. None of them.
Well,
so I was like, why do I care? If I got to be there at 12:05 when I'm at work in order to order this thing.
Well, my thing. I didn't get the one I wanted, and then when I ordered the birds, the credit card ran out, or not the credit card, the PayPal. It's too much work. If you're going to make it hard on me, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
So.
And half the people who are buying those are just buying them for speculation.
To resell them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think so too.
Yeah.
I hate resellers. You shouldn't have.
Okay, since we're going to talk about hating resellers, what do y'all think about the new shipping from USPS?
It's actually
confused me.
It got me when I first caught it. Yeah,
when you see a G,
yeah. It says ground. What is it?
Ground advantage.
Ground advantage.
So they basically kind of they combine first class and parcel, what used to be parcel post a long time ago. I don't know, you ground select or whatever they call it.
Ground select, I think it was what it was, yeah.
Well, some of the stuff, it's like ground advantage. I mean, it seems like all the first class is ground. I mean, it's not like you're flying it.
Yeah.
You're not flying it from state to unless you're going across country.
So nothing's really changed. You just get instead of getting an F on your label, you get a G.
You get a G. Right. And let me tell you, I sent you that picture. I thought I was.
You panicked.
Did I pay more for this? Did I pay more for that?
Yeah. Well,
now, my wife is, when she's done it, because there was a confusion between priority mail flat rate and priority express flat rate. And I get that notification on my phone. I'm like, yeah, we don't pay $32 for that. I say, cancel the label.
I'm hoping So with my Bricklink store, everything up to a pound used to go first class, or now ground advantage. But there was nothing from a pound. There was no API. I use the API. I don't build my own shipping thing on it. I just let Bricklink attach to the post office's API, and it does it. And it works great for everything priority and everything under a pound. I'm hoping, and I haven't gone in there to see because I need to update the API apparently. I'm hoping that this ground select will do everything from a pound up, or from zero up. Yeah, to whatever.
Because depending on where you're shipping, and I don't know how it is for you being in the middle of more, or you're in, where you live called like the Midwest, or is that?
Yes, it's called the Midwest. Yeah.
It's like I'm in the East Coast, so if I send something to California, it's drastically more expensive than if I send something to Tennessee or North Carolina. And it's like, that's where you run into unless it's flat rate, like it makes a huge difference. Like if you ship it another method besides priority mail.
Right.
And so I usually just ship everything priority mail, because if it's going to be cheaper if it's flat rate.
Right. Well, before this, I've had a couple times where people have bought, and they do invoices when it gets real big. They just request an invoice, which is always kind of my default fall through. Just send me a thing and I'll do it. But there's been times that the priority was going to actually be within a few dollars of just sending it ground through USPS.
Mm-hmm.
Now the UPS is in there, so that sometimes you see that shows up a little cheaper too. So
I'm curious to see. I haven't had any like heavy orders recently since the change. They've all been like ounces, and I'd say most of my orders are less than a pound.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know this for sure because I haven't printed any labels, but I think some of the rates are actually lower for priority mail.
Oh, the priority mail rates are lower.
Yeah, because I saw one that if I shipped it priority, it would have been less than $7. And usually it's more than that.
Yeah.
Well, something happened to me this morning that was, I had several orders that came in over the last 2 days, and I had been at work 12-hour days, evenings, so I just didn't really have time. And so I got them all today, and I shipped them all today, so nothing was more than 24 hours. But at any rate, for whatever reason, this morning ShipStation was acting a fool.
Oh, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, it would do it, but then I'd get a big red square saying, nope, failed, and I would get charged and then reimbursed for the label I just bought. So this happened. I bet you there's like 10 of those transactions 5 times where I tried to break the label. So I finally just went to click and ship, and this $4 thing that I was going to ship ended up costing me $3.75 through click and ship. I'm like, now wait a minute, why is it that the post office is cheaper? Just flat.
I've never seen that before.
I didn't think it was supposed to be, but it is, or was for this anyway.
Yeah,
I just put it in. Now the problem with click and ship is you got to enter everything.
Yeah,
it's painful.
Yeah, it's very tedious, and I used to have to do it for international. That was the only way I could do it before.
I wish Bricklink would have direct shipping like eBay does.
eBay is, I hate eBay, but
eBay is so simple.
It's like you just click a couple of buttons, and it's done. And I can put all, like, of course, I'm doing items. I can put all that information when I list an item.
Right, that's right.
And then when they pay for it, it's just like all I got to do is click a couple of buttons.
And it calculates where they are too. If they're in California, they'll get charged more than the person, in Mississippi. It's kind of.
I would like to be able to do free shipping, but I never know where people are going to be.
Yeah.
And I've thought about if over a certain dollar amount of doing free shipping, because it's like if somebody, except for that guy that was in Hawaii that bought like a ton of bricks, big bricks from me, and it ended up having to go in 4 boxes. It's like, I know that a worst case scenario, if somebody bought a bunch of parts, it's going to be like $20
Right.
to ship.
Right.
So it's like, if I got over a certain dollar amount, just have free shipping. I know it's going to cost $20. Just figure that into the price of the pieces.
I'm always worried about it because I did get one the other day that ended up, it was like a 10 or 15. What was the deal? It was, the parts were big and they weren't exactly expensive parts, but they ended up having to go in a box, which caused the shipping. So the shipping ended up being a lot more than I had anticipated. And I'm always afraid of that somehow it'll get weird or out of bounds, or somebody will decide to just buy my store. Oh, you're going to offer free shipping? Yeah, just buy your store.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that if you have a light package in a box, it's just as cheap as a padded envelope. But if you have a light package in a bigger box, it's all about the size of the box.
It is.
Yeah.
Like you could do a small.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I think you could have a 4-ounce package in a little box, and it'll still go first class. But you could have a bigger item that's just bulky but not weighty, and it could cost you $40 to ship it.
Yeah, that the when you start bumping up against the width, length, height, that maximum, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's I think we talked about this briefly before, but having UPS as an option within is for the big stuff. If you have something that's big and bulky.
Well, I sent you guys a text the other day and said something about, I had a guy wanting one of those, the Spider-Man cards, and he lived in Australia and wanted one, and he had contacted me and said, I can't, okay. So I tried to put it in I could never get it to go through Bricklink because I don't have everything set up to ship international.
You got to set up.
Could you just have set it up for Australia and let him buy it, and then as soon as you shipped it, turned it back off?
I guess I could have, but I didn't have any of that set up on it. But here's the thing, I went to put it in a padded envelope, and I weighed it, and I did the dimensions, and I put it in. And I was just going through Click and Ship at this point because this was this morning. It was $40 to ship it.
No. Yeah,
I know.
The Click and Ship is that's why I was like before when you said it was less. I'm like, that's what I'm used to on Click and Ship.
But here's the thing: I put it in an envelope. I put it between 2 pieces of cardboard, thin cardboard, but it's rigid, and I put it in a white envelope, just like I send out when I send out the AFoOL stuff. I took it to the post office, $2, $1.75.
Yeah, because if it's machinable.
Yeah, and that's the girl asked me. She said, "It's just documents, right?" Documents. Off it goes.
Yeah, so. I sometimes I'll actually take actual paper if it's stickers or something like that card. Just put a cardboard, but then wrap it in paper so it kind of looks like a thick envelope.
Well, yeah, I sent you one, and I just sent one for Earl, and it was like $2 or $3 to send it, $3 I think to send it, because that's the way I just shipped the stuff. I could have literally put it in an envelope and put it international stamp on it. It would have been cheaper.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So wait, did we? Oh, go ahead.
No,
I was looking at what things you had put on here that we didn't talk about yet. You didn't buy a 117 for $6.
Yeah, I didn't, and so the story goes that, let's see if I can find a picture of this set, because the auction was still in. Where is my mouse? There it is. So I made an offer on this set.
On eBay.
On eBay, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to mouse at the same time I talk, and apparently my brain can only do one thing at a time. Anyway, so I made an offer on this because when it started out, it was a it was a bid and make an offer. So I made like a $30 offer on this, which I thought was pretty good. It was above what it was actually selling for on Bricklink, but I could see the picture. The box looks good. The instructions are there somewhere. It doesn't say Samsonite, but it is coming from Canada. Cool. The seller refused the offer or declined the offer. And then these 3 bids that are here, because the $6 was the opening bid. The 3 bids are the same guy that was bidding, but they just keep showing $6.40. So I'm guessing he was thinking somebody else was going to bid. I forgot about it, honestly. When he declined it, I said, okay, fine. And I just forgot. And it sold for $6.40.
That's Canadian. That's $4.85.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Yeah, hoser. But yeah.
Take off, eh?
Take off, eh? There's a movie. What movie was that? Put that in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
know. No.
Okay, you want to make it more complex? What was the TV show that was based off of?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? So, any rate, so yeah, I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to be that guy that's just like ha ha ha, but ha ha.
Yeah.
And I know if I'd have went ahead and bid, I don't know what it would have went for if I'd have went ahead and thrown a bid in there, because if I'd have threw the same bid in that I had offered him, that whoever else,
you don't know what they would have bid. You might have still lost,
right?
But he would have got it sold for more. So I'm glad in a way, I'm kind of glad you didn't buy it. I mean, it would have been nice if you were the one that got it for $6.40. But again, if you'd bid $30, all it takes is 2 people bidding to get the price up.
To get the buy, yeah. All of a sudden, it becomes a whatnot thing, and it's like, I don't know.
So he could have taken your offer, and yeah,
he did. Should have took my and. Oh well.
I have people all the time offer me stuff, but it's never more than what I'm selling it for. It's always less. Like I have something listed and they'll offer me like a fraction of what I'm listing it, and
then that messes up your auction too, doesn't it? I mean, it takes that offer thing away.
No,
right?
Yeah, it is. If somebody offers you something, you can counter.
Yeah.
They
can offer. They can count.
It doesn't do anything to your auction.
Okay.
So I try to make sure I disable the where they can submit an offer. That way I don't have to see them.
Right.
Which is probably not the right thing to do, but I just I don't like when I got something listed for $10. They're like, "Will you take $1?"
Yeah.
Well, you could set it to. You could set it to
have a limit.
Like if you have something, where if it doesn't reach the offer of your limit, they get an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
The seller declines your offer.
And I think you can actually set it up where if it's over a certain, you can automatically accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
I know you can.
You can. Somebody offers more than the auction. No, you bid more than the buy it now price. It says,
buy it now price. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've offered people on a regular auction more than what they were listing it for, and then they've turned me down.
I don't understand people. So, well, so we've been on the breaking news again. They talk about us a lot on there, but we talk about them too. So
yeah.
Jason said, I think it's the 5 of us entertaining each other. But I think Jason's trying to get enough. I keep wanting to say Waldo. That ain't right.
Oswald.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Jason. I think he's trying to get enough Oswalds to fill up all your tipper trucks.
I think it would be the greatest crossover of all time.
It would be pretty funny. It would be pretty great. I think.
Yeah, I I could just see all the comments. Why?
Why?
I do it for the wise.
So last time we had Stacy on and we didn't get to the survey.
Okay.
Do we
You
want
have to read it because I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have my notes.
Is this what's in the notes?
That's the last survey, but I don't have the answer. So let me look at my
think
posts.
I think I accidentally deleted the last one when I was putting in the new one.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Is this the new one? FOMO.
Yeah,
No,
I think that might be the new one. I don't know.
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
Well, I'm looking at the last post I made, and the last one that I see. Oh, come on! Why won't you pull up the details?
Did you post a community post with the survey?
I did, yes. And I'm looking for it now. This is it. There it goes. Okay, so why do you buy a new set? Where? Not why. Where? And the winner we did this one. The winner was give me VIP points at Lego.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah, so we didn't do. I guess I didn't put this survey in. So, so much for that. I guess I just didn't. Now I've lost the screen. Hey, I've lost you guys. Where are you guys? There you are.
We're here.
There you are.
Yeah.
So is this going to be the survey?
This will be the new survey. Yes. Why do you buy sets day one? I gotta have it because I can't wait. FOMO. That's a big one. Fear of missing out. And if I don't get it day one, I may change my mind and never get it. That's a good one. It's not a day one set, but the passenger train, I still haven't got it. And I know it's going to be one of those days. By the time I decide to actually pull the trigger,
that's because you haven't got it for a reason.
I know. Somebody wants a Ghostbusters house, or the firehouse, and I don't. I wait for the promos. So that will be our new survey. I'll post that the day of.
That is, there's a bunch of stuff I've learned from Jabo, but taking advantage of multiple promos and just being patient and waiting it's up there with some of the best stuff I've learned from Jabo. like just waiting on the Indiana Jones set. I mean, when they first came out, a couple of them were bought up and you had to wait for them to come back. And I just waited. And then I got 3 promos when I bought them. So,
yeah, there's only been a handful, even 5 things that if you didn't buy them day one, you never got them. I mean, name one set that came out that sold out day one and never was back.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean,
so yeah, it's like
the only thing there would there be any of those gift with purchases?
That's the thing. So if there was a gift with purchase, but you think about it, if you bought something, you're getting the gift with purchase. Oh, he blacked out. So
he started fiddling with his phone again.
Yeah,
he may overheated.
It probably overheated.
Because I think that's what it was. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Well, shall we just? We're 100. We're about an hour and a half. So should we just go ahead and wrap this one up?
My phone.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think your phone's probably overheating. Mine does too. If I'm trying to run internet and video.
Yeah, let me close everything else out. All right. Let's see. I'm back.
You're back.
Let's see how long this holds. All right. You want me to read a couple comments? Did we have anything else on the notes?
No, I think we got them all. Yeah. If you got a couple comments, let's cut. We didn't get too many last time.
Stacy said, "Thank you. It was a great time. She's actually been invited back already."
She's gonna come back for after Brick Fair, Virginia.
Speaking of coming back, we've got to get Brian to be the first member of the 5-Timer Club. So
okay,
we need to.
You just want Brian for the views.
That's right. That's right. Brian is clickbait.
He is.
We don't know why.
Let's see.
You know, this. Can I say something? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You know Brian's outro?
Yeah.
With the music. I got that music stuck in my head while I was at work the other day, and I was just thinking, I was just like,
oh no.
Well, that's okay because you know what gets stuck in my head? Someone's calling.
Don't answer.
Let's see. Finally, Stacy is the perfect just for this podcast. Keel says Stacy's a true A-F.o.O.L. Glad she was on there. It says, P.S. Is Earl trying to steal the limelight from Stacy? Constantly.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Drum beats. That looks like a new count.
Yeah, I think it is.
Despite the technical glitches, this episode had the highest visual quality of all the previous episodes. I wonder why. Sin Killer Tachikawa, welcome back to the A-Fool Podcast, where Earl is trapped in quantum state, the quantum realm.
The quantum realm.
Dunkster really enjoyed the episode with multiple guest appearances by Earl. Peyton's Plates, Two of My Worlds Collide, Stacy and the A-Fools, entertaining show. They help me with my long commutes. So will the next show be number 79 except for Earl? It will be 78.
Yeah.
Well, I can see most of the comments are jabs at me. So here's another one. Gears and Brick says, y'all made it 1 minute.
You can't get through it 1 minute before we had a casualty. Now we've lost Jabbo.
This is where we go completely off the rails.
Uh-oh. We had Jabbo back.
Oh, I'm back. Oh.
He sneezed himself into oblivion.
To Bolivia?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Y'all made it 1 minute. We've already got a casualty. We're off to a great start. I think that happened again this time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gears and Brick says, I have a Duplo tipper truck, a city tipper truck, polybag set, and a Technic tractor with a green tipper trailer. Does this mean I qualify for the A-Fool Podcast? Despite the technical difficulties, this was a good show. Always liked the Belleville sets and parts. And it's good to hear Stacy does too. Yeah, she's a real advocate for Belleville, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might not have been there when she talked about it.
Yeah, I probably was.
She only needed like five or something more sets.
I remember. I think I asked her that question. That was early. That was one of my early pop-ins. Chris Cummings says Earl's predicament reminds me of when I was in high school. There's no way I could be a student nowadays. My parents would tell me we don't need the internet. Walk down to the library. I was talking to one of my grandkids, and I was trying to explain to her encyclopedias.
Oh, that is oh my gosh, that's a foreign concept, I bet, to most kids.
And back when I was a kid, it seemed like every home had one, or if you didn't have the set, your neighbor did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We must have been well off. We had 2.
Wow.
And we weren't well off. I don't know how we ended up with two sets of different encyclopedia, Collier's encyclopedia, and we were missing one volume of it. I seem to remember. And then we had the World book.
And they put them on a shelf, and it took up like this much space.
Yeah.
And then when I was a young adult, I bought, this is because of Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon. I bought the Funk and Wagnalls encyclopedia set. And then I would get the annual updates, and I probably opened 2 of them.
Well, is that where your monthly payment program started?
Yeah.
You went right. You gave up Funk and Wagnall and picked up what's the train company?
Hawthorne Village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I think our encyclopedias were through the grocery store.
I think that's where it was like a Winn-Dixie or one of the grocery stores where you could get the first one. They give you like really good deal on them.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
99 cents for the first book. Second book, $29.99.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the CD club that what was that?
Oh, Columbia House.
Columbia House, yeah. They get all these 6 records for a penny, and then everyone else is like $20.
Yep. Blockhead UK, another interesting episode with a great guest. I was amused by Earl doing the hokey coke all the way through. I lost count how many times he was in and out, and I'm too tired to go back and count them now.
Yeah.
Bonus points for Charlie upstaging y'all too.
Yeah.
You might get to the comment, but Charlie's timing at the end was amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Battery powered bricks, aka Brian. Really great episode. I was looking forward to this one. I'm glad we got the extended cut when the comments didn't work out so well. If the conversation ever slows down, just mention my own train.
Were we trying to go an episode without saying it?
No. Usually it brings up a subject we got to talk about.
Here's another new one. 7 Deadly Streamers, Lego. I really enjoyed this episode for Bricks and Giggles. It's great. I do want to say Dreams is trying to bring back the play aspect. My kids are really excited for those. I love the back of the box showing multiple builds again, just like the good old days. But is there an actual build?
Yeah, there's a build. There's a cartoon.
They look pretty. I mean, the pictures I've seen on the box, they look like they're out there.
They are. They're
out there.
I guess that'll be I guess the true test will be, will the kids like it?
Well, it's like the true spirit of Lego. Here's a box of bricks, go build something. But it's kind of like saying, here's a box of bricks, here's the instructions to build something really wacky.
Yeah. Don't go build something, go build this. Which is somebody else's imagination.
It's an adult trying to make a build like the kids in the Lego magazines over the years that send in their submissions.
Right. Yep.
And
I just realized we've changed places.
Yeah, we did last week. We did the hokey pokey. We're doing do-si do today. So just briefly, I won't go down this rabbit hole too far. They're talking about Lego Masters making the final build on Lego Masters a set. Do we want a Lego set to be something that somebody rushed to put together in a day?
Well, yeah, but think about it. If they do that, they're gonna re-engineer it just like they do a Lego's idea set. So the problem is those you're talking not a couple thousand pieces. You're talking thousands of pieces.
Yeah.
So
then I think it's bad advertising.
I was going to say it's just advertising, but yeah, I'm going to jump in this rabbit hole. Is Lego Masters is it any good?
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it since. Don't tell anybody. How is anybody watching right now? So we're 1 minute. I
some
haven't
people
watched it since the finale of the first season.
Really?
I watch
Yeah.
it. Believe it or not, my wife enjoys to watch it with me.
Me and Heather watch them all. We've watched them all, but I'm not saying the contestants.
I like some of the contestants from the second season.
But the problem is it's just like any other reality show. It's got the fake drama in it.
Yes,
that's why I don't watch it.
And some of it is really over the top.
Yeah,
and it's not endorsed by the contestants. They're just trying to do. They're just trying to.
Yeah, you know that. And there's a. Have you ever seen the show Swamp People? With shooting?
Yeah, a long time ago, but I didn't watch it.
So the first season, there's a guy who I see. His name is Bruce, and I see him all the time around town. And he was on the first season, and he didn't go back because they wanted him and his son to fight all the time.
Oh.
And he's like, that's not us. And they tried to script them fighting to add drama to it. So, I mean, he just walked away from the show because he wasn't going to do that.
Right.
So I saw something funny today, actually. Atlanta Brick Company. It's down here in Georgia, Noonan. It's about an hour and a half away from me. But Mark Erickson, he does a lot of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's on Lego Masters. He's down at the store all the time. I guess he works for them because he's down there all the time doing stuff. He does builds for them. He does a lot of the videos for them. But they were talking about some of the leaks from not leaks, but some of these things are coming up that Lego's doing, like at San Diego Comic-Con. And then there was this thing for a Lego Masters build that's like the L and the M. It's one of those little builds. He was kind of salty about it and justified because he didn't get one. But now the new Lego Masters can get one. And now they're just giving away to people. Just random people. And he's like, well, I didn't get one. I won the show. So it's like, it just shows you that Lego has the ability to just piss off anybody.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, was that Lego or was that Fox?
That's probably Fox.
Yeah.
But you're right. Lego does.
You know, there's that 4-letter word, LEGO, that's on it.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean,
it's very hard to separate them from that show. You can't.
So I know some people may enjoy it, and I know that Mark and what's his brother's name? The quiet one. Steven.
Yeah.
They're super cool guys. You know, we met them at the shows and stuff, but it's like I don't like like you are saying, the drama and the it's not reality.
No, it's made for TV.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to @Spacetime Brick Studio.
Hey,
he is a first time here. Wish I started watching this sooner. Hope to add it to my weekly watch routine.
Thank you.
As luck would have it, Joey has them all in a playlist, so you could just start at the bottom and work your way up. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, I don't know, he makes or our viewers don't know, he makes custom brickheads.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex he makes just let Alex know from Jason's Bricks and 5 Brickin' News. It's like I know him from Jason.
Alex Nunes.
Yeah.
Another guy.
Yeah, he's friends with this guy named Jason. Jason,
yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what to say. Oh, yeah, he likes Star Trek. He likes Star Trek, and he makes a lot of
Did you watch the last episode?
Where he made the
little micro scale?
Yeah, I knew, and I was like, I was proud of it. He knew it right away it was a Borg. I said, that looks like a Borg.
And that was, I mean, was he like a kid in a candy store when he got that look?
Yes.
was about 8 pieces.
I know it was great. I mean, it was a good build.
No, it was great. It was it really got Alex out of his shell. I mean,
and he had some interesting comments about the land on there, which I thought was, he is very open and very transparent about that, which is good insight. Go ahead.
No, I was just I hope he does well in the land, being that way. And I think he probably will, because he's not one way or the other. He's not super cross or just super. Yeah,
he's balanced. Are you saying he's balanced?
Well, when he does a review for Lego with the set that Lego gave him, and at the end of his review, he says, "Would I buy this?"
Right.
No.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't get more honest than that.
Exactly. And he even said it. You don't see a lot of people from the land. I don't know all the people that are in the land. I could guess. I know some, but he knows who they are. And for him to say that none of the rest of them will say that, whether or not they would buy it or not, is kind of interesting too. So I think he's got an interesting or a clever way of looking at it like that. So
two more. Dude Jude says, "Hey Earl, Joey, Jabo, and Stacy. Dang it, Jabo, you got me to pull my Technic figs out. I have verified that out of 45 I own, I have 28 of the 29 you mentioned. The yellow one, I have the parts to it. There is one that you did not mention. When I find the picture, I'll send it to you. Keep up the good work."
Yeah, so the yellow one is what I knew as the rare one, but there is another one that he found that was a promotional one.
Oh.
Have you found it yet?
No, there's only a couple of images on the internet. The Minifig Price Guy did a video on it in 2017. He bought it on eBay for $49. It's the only one I've seen. I think there's a picture on Eurobricks somebody posted, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it was something that somebody took one of the existing figures and just printed them for a show, if Lego printed them for a show. It'd be like, seeing something that Brick Fair did, or
right. Yeah.
It's like, is that really a Lego figure? I mean, yeah, it's a Lego figure, but is it the same as something that came in a set or made by the Lego group? No.
Right.
So I don't know what category that falls in, but it is extremely rare, and I only know one person that has it. So.
Chris Cummings, I was wondering if Lego helps with the cost, or if there is some way those Lego store big hauls are compensated.
So that was in. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I thought you were done.
Because I heard that YouTube ad revenue was down. One time I purchased a used Lego bulk light, and when I was dumping them out on the floor, it created a dust cloud, whereas as I could taste the dirt.
Was that in reference when Stacy was talking about you can't stand it when people do a $3,000 haul?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Is YouTube ad revenue down? Here's what I think is down, or what it feels like to me, is content creation is down in the space that I watch.
So
YouTube or Lego.
There's been a de-evolution of content into TikTok style content, which has its place. It has its place. I shouldn't, but everybody's looking the same. And that type of content is not going to make a lot of money. They will make the money in because they get the tens of millions of views. But I'm like, a 30-second video is different than a 2-hour. So I don't know what, as far as the question, is ad revenue down? I am tired of seeing this. I get this ad. It's which subscriptions are you paying for? It's
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I get sick and tired of it. The Rocket Money thing. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not no, please stop playing me this ad. In some ads, I do go on there and try to click, like, please, I hide it, or I don't want to stop seeing the ad. You can click things like that because it's like, I'm not getting this product. I'm not stupid. I know how to look at my accounts that I have. I don't need an app to tell me to unsubscribe. Wait a minute, I get Bradford Exchange. Maybe I need to get that.
Oh yeah, Bradford Exchange. I said Hawthorne Village, didn't I?
Yeah.
Bradford Exchange is like, eventually they're going to just give up and say, "You win, John. We have nothing else for you."
Well, it's I haven't gotten anything recently. I don't know. Yeah, the Batman thing kind of slowed down. I'm like, where's my Batman stuff?
So in the podcast view update, Alex took the lead with us. I think he had like 73 or 74,000. He accepted Jason's challenge and just blew him out the water. But then, so he was the leader in the clubhouse. But out of nowhere, on the back nine, here comes Brian with 84,000 views, or 84,000 clicks.
Oh, he's botting them. He's
botting them.
He's got one of he's got his little Technic machine over there.
I was going to say, if he bought it, he built a Technic bot to do it. But did you see what's coming up at number 4?
The bracket challenge?
The finale. Yes. And it's coming on strong. But it's also all the podcast. This is the thing that people are not coming to my channel to watch me. They're coming to watch you guys. So because the podcast has completely blown everything else out of my analytics.
Again, apparently
they're recommending it. So,
but they're also recommending it to people who like food and candy.
Well, let's see. Just since we've been sitting here, let's see. Because I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers, which my channel went for years at a couple hundred subscribers.
So, which one is going to be the first one to hit 100,000 views?
It's going to be one you don't think it, unless one of these keeps going, and because usually the when YouTube is promoting a video, it's like a parabola. You'll hit a lot of views and get a lot of views, and then it'll go. Once you start seeing it go down, it's going to be like kind of the same cycle as it fades away, and then they promote another one.
Right.
Which is why you saw Alex's go up, and then it kind of slowed down, and then the Brian's went up, and now this other one's going up. They did. I just wish they would promote all of them at the same time.
You think Brian's is blowing up because it's number 69?
I don't know if it is. Yeah. I don't think it is, but I don't know why they're picking what they are picking to promote it.
And it's like I said years ago, if I'd known they were going to promote this, I would have made it a good video.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you look at, I know earlier when Earl was rebooting his stuff, we were looking at my analytics. We didn't get to the source, and the 89%, something like that, a high percentage of them are coming from what's up next, whatever that's called. So it is a recommendation from YouTube as this is what. So it's not like they're coming to the podcast through the podcast, because it would have, unless they're in a podcast. I guess that's it. It could be that they're coming in a podcast app.
Yeah.
And that's getting recommended to them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's, if you have it listed as a podcast, it will play on YouTube Music. If people have that, they can play it with the app closed. Right.
So,
but hey, I'll take it. And if we have to start eating food at the beginning of this to get we want to keep those people that accidentally watched the A.F.o.O.L Podcast because they were watching Candy Crush, and then all of a sudden they got us.
Sorry.
I can eat.
We can eat.
Brick Smith.
Brick Smith, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, we're officially over 2 hours.
Just remember your homework. What movie was that?
Yes. Put that in the comments.
Are we done?
We're done.
I think
It's time to go. All right.
Yeah.
We dosey-doed and be sure to comment that below what we forgot we were talking about. Oh yeah, the poll. Don't forget to do the poll.
Oh, the poll, yeah.
And thanks for everybody that's been watching us for this long, especially. If you haven't already subscribed to BrickTrains, get them up to 2,000. Subscribe to Mardigras 2 Man. Mardigras 2, 3.
It's on the screen.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, go tell somebody you don't like. We'll see you.
See you guys.
See ya.